Well, shucks. Oops. Oh, this is a really awkward start to the stream. I don't think it's gonna do anything though. Let's see. Yep, it's not gonna do anything. Okay. Let's just flip this on like nothing happened. Hey, chat. Let me fix. Okay, clearly I was unprepared for this stream. Okay, perfect. Hello, soldier. Welcome in. With the first redeem, you're early again. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Happy Friday and whatnot. Yes, happy Friday. Holly Jolly, you're a little late. You're a little late for first. But it's okay. You can be first in your heart. In your heart. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh my goodness. Guys, I came back from an event and I made some friends. Oh, that Uber ride though. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, not only are the Ubers so freaking expensive, but second of all, I got so car sick. I got so insanely car sick. There and back. Oh, she is so cute. Give me 1 second. I mean, I guess 15? Oh my goodness. Why do I have to use this one? That's crazy. W Street Streak, that's insane. 15. Wait, I have to respond to this. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. How are you, cutie patootie? Hello, Na. Welcome in. I've been well, Na. I came back from an event. How come it says that my bits thing is full? Did somebody redeem bits offline? Maybe. Sometimes y'all be doing that. Y'all be donating while I'm offline. Like, y'all be subscribing secretly. How's everyone's doing? I'm doing well, Nels. How about you? How are you? I heard that you're gonna go live tomorrow. Hopefully I could be there. I do have plans. I do have plans for all of this weekend. You look stunning. That's so sweet, Nell. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a lovely night. Yes, you as well. You as well. For sure, for sure, for sure. Oh my goodness. But yes, I still have my little drink from the bar. Can anybody guess what drink it is? If you can guess what drink it is, I'll give you a cookie. And not just any cookie. A Subway double chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, this is the sound. What drink is it? What drink is it? Y'all are running out of time. No idea, actually. Wow. I guess nobody wants this double chocolate chip Subway cookie. It was, drumroll please. Do we even have a drumroll? Okay, at least I got a decent guess. That was a pretty decent guess from Blitz. Me either. It was water. Okay, why did the alert not go off? That's so awkward. And it didn't go off again. Okay. It was water. Close. It was pretty close, Blitz. Because I actually would have gotten a spray. But yes, it's water. You made it sound like a drink from the bar. It was a drink from the bar. It's not just any old water. It's that, what do they call it? I literally was a bartender for a little bit and I'm forgetting the name. It's the little, you know when they put the club soda and like the Pepsi and the Coke? They don't do Pepsi, do they? No, they usually just do Coke. Coke Zero. Well, sometimes they'll do Pepsi. The little so it was from the bar. Yes, that place was so cute. It was so cutesy. But yes, you were pretty close, Blitz. How are you? How are you doing? Uh, but yes. Dude, I keep running into this problem. I actually need y'all's brain power, okay? So, wait. Oh, that's the wrong one. Every time I meet someone new, whether romantically, friendship, just talking to random strangers, they always ask me what I do for work. Now, here's my problem. Y'all gonna ask me what I do for work, then you're gonna ask to see my content, then you're basically asking to infringe upon my safe space. I don't even know you like that. And then you wanna pull up for what? Like, I don't know you. Like, go somewhere else. Like, I already know you're not gonna donate nothing. Like, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to have to put up a good face because I'm gonna have to watch out for certain people watching me. Like, so every time they ask, I would give them this Instagram page, but it is mine. It is mine. But that one's my faceless Instagram, which is a secret, guys. The girls who get it, and the girls who don't. AKA, what's said in a Daisy stream should stay in a Daisy stream. But I already know, like, imagine somebody's getting like a crash course of it's not even a crash course. It's like they're like expedited getting to know me in a weird way. Does it make any sense? It's as if they're like reading my diary. That's what it feels like. When it's like they just like show up. Like if I give them access to my stream to come view my stream, they're seeing a version of me that they have not gotten access to yet. And not to say that they never could or never would, but they still have not. And that's weird. Like, it's like you're skipping a bunch of steps. You're unlocking parts of my personality that you have not yourself unlocked. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to meet me under these pretenses. It's another to, like, meet me around and then all of a sudden you just know everything about me. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like you guys understand. Some people are crazy. Well, I don't think it's crazy for them to ask. I think it's actually really sweet. Or a lot of the times it's sweet. Sometimes they be asking for all the wrong reasons. They be asking to get that dirt, that intel. They be asking to do a little bit of lurking and stalking. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, part of me is like, maybe I should just say that I'm in school. But then I'm like, I don't like lying. Like, I don't want to lie. I just don't. Hi, Spa. Welcome in. W Water, thank you, no. I'm good. Just tapping in. Always willing to listen. That's so sweet, Blitz. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Blitz. And welcome in, Clout Lord. Welcome in. Bye. Oh, you said hi. My bad. My cursor was over your message. Hello. 15 streams. But yeah, I don't know. But it was good. I made a handful of friends today at the bar. That seems so ingenuine, but I really did. I'm actually really excited to spend more time with women. Can I specify that? Like women. Like I need more women in my life. I'm very grateful that I have a couple more in my back pocket, in my arsenal to resort to. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I still feel like car sick from being in the Uber, bro. I don't know. Maybe the passenger princess life is actually not for me. Like, I don't even know anymore. Hello. Hello, Barb. How are you? How are you, Queen? How are you? How are you? Guys, did you notice my nails? Look, this is the nail, or this is the finger that got slammed by a car door. That's why it's like tilted like that. The more you know. Well, now they all kind of look tilted, but look, you see? It's like, it's bent. Ow. Yeah. Stunning. You're so sweet, Barb. Not too much on me, girl. Not too much on me. That's a W. It's also always nice to meet other like women for sure. Well, I think it's just meeting women in general. And I feel like also something that I need to work on is like we don't actually have to be like women, you know? Like we don't need to agree with everything. We don't have need to have the same ideals. We don't need to have the same goal or path in life just to get along. You know, we don't even need to have a lot in common. We could just have one in common. We could just have good conversation, and that's it. And that's good enough as a foundation for friendship. Like, not every friendship needs to be this deep psychological bonding experience, or this is my ride or die. Like, I don't know. I can have surface level friends, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's mutual, you know? Like, you both know. It's like a silent agreement where it's like, we'll be there for the good times and nothing else. I actually saw a TikTok about that, and I think it's really true. I feel like people are so obsessed with finding these ride or die friendships that they completely disregard the surface level friends, which actually do make an impact. Like, it's not a bad thing to have a surface level friend, you know? The person you can laugh with and not take anything serious with, anything seriously with. You reminded me of my favorite songs about friendship. Is it the SpongeBob one? F is for friends who do stuff together. I really don't like surface level people, not gonna lie. I actively avoid them. I used to feel the same way, Soldier, but there's a place in life for them, for real and for sure. I mean, it depends how you're processing that term as well. Because if you mean to say that as if they don't have any like levels or layers to them and as if they're a flat character, then I agree. However, I think that there's definitely a place. Like, for example, here's my definition of a surface level friend. Your classmate, the classmate that you literally only see during school and you never hang out with outside of school, and you'll walk to each of your classes together because you guys have similar classes, and then the second that you stop going to school you never talk to them again. Why? Because you're, or you even you go to the next grade, and then now you don't have classes, or it's the next semester and now you don't have the same classes and you never really talk to them ever again. Why? Because they're a surface level friend. Your the basis of your friendship was based off of the fact that you guys had like classes, and that's it. There was like nothing more to that friendship, but they helped you get through that period of your life, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's That's what friends are for by the legendary Miss Dionne Warwick. Huh. Hi, Spooks. How are you? How are you doing, Casper? Yeah, I did not have time to change or do anything. Like, I just went live. Yeah, I had cut off a long time friend for that reason. People grow apart without realizing it, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they served their purpose during that point of time, you know? And that's okay. Like, we don't need to demonize people for that. Like, your friendship never, and it was, again, it's a mutual thing. Like, your friendship just never went past that point. Hello, Kiss. How are you? I'm very well, sister. Since when were you a Spanish speaker? Hi, Miss Daisy. I hope you're doing good, but my head hurts, so I'm tabbing and getting in bed. Honestly, I feel that, Rocket. Like, maybe we're telekinetic because my head is a little as well. I hope you feel better, though. Thank you for taking attendance, Uter. Some people are only meant for seasons, others longer. Exactly. Blitz gets it. Blitz gets it. Blitz, where did you come from? Who are you really? Not you giggling. Not you giggling like you thought you could get away with it. Not you giggling like something's funny, like I'm original. Oh, okay. And he got a smart mouth. And he got a smart mouth. No, Spooks, you'd love for it to be your alt, right? Because you see me out here giggling, having a good time with Blitz. You'd love for that to be you, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? That ain't your alt. I would sniff out Casper ult a mile away. That is not your ult. I'm loving the hair, Daisy. I know. I finally have it in a different style other than being on the top of my head. I just thought my normal everyday style is just a little informal. So I just I put it back for once in a while. But I can't lie. I kind of like seeing my forehead. Like, I don't know. I kind of missed her. I don't know what it is about my forehead. I just love her. Like, I love how there's like a little shine right in the middle. Like, I don't know. It's just so fitting. It's so fitting. You're killing us with these sounds. I know. I do be spamming my soundboard. I'm doing okay. How are you? I'm doing better now that you're here, Kills. Nice dress. Thank you. How did you know it was a dress? How'd you know? Is it because you knew that it went out today? Is that why? Or are you actually on my Snapchat? Chat, I be posting it up on Snapchat. I don't know, because every time... See, this is my problem, chat. Oh my gosh, that too. Anytime I like meet somebody, they always are like, oh, what's your Instagram? I don't got no Instagram. I ain't got an Instagram to show you, bro. Like, I don't have an Instagram. My goodness. Why is it so standard? Like, it's like I'm just like the one person who does not have Instagram, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So I need to actually get out and post while I'm out, because my issue is I'll post before I go out. Like, I post like, ooh, and I won't even say that I'm going out. I'll just like post myself all done up, and then I'll go out. I will live in the moment and be present, and then I'll leave. And maybe I'll post when I get back. But like, I don't post while I'm like at events and stuff. I need to start doing that. I need to start like posting when I'm like at a date or like at a bar, whatever. I need to start like posting about life so that it seems like I have a life. And then I can post things on Instagram. That's the goal now. That's the goal. I need to start posting myself out and about and then posting it on Instagram. I'm just not an Instagram girly. Like, I don't know. But we definitely need to get back in this dress and revisit this and post it on the Instagram. On the gram. On the gram. W4 headcam? No, literally. I just love her. I love her. I do good. Just finished making a burger. You got a burger for all of us? Are you going to share that? Not gonna lie, I was gonna ask if you have Insta since more people use it. No, I don't. I don't have Instagram. I need to start posting. And also something else, I keep going back and forth because I'm like, should I have like a personal Instagram? Because of course I have the Daisy Instagram, but again, I don't use it. Like, all of the posts that I have on there, like my reels and stuff, are literally re-uploading the clips that you guys take. So every time that you guys take a clip, I re-upload that on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But that's because it's embedded into Twitch. Like, Twitch added a feature so that you can connect the account. So Twitch will post it for me. So I'm not even opening the Instagram. I've never even checked it. I don't look at that. Like, it's just existing there. So I don't know. Should I use that Instagram and then post my day-to-day life? Because I feel like that one will be more active. Like, what's the point of having a personal Instagram? I guess when people ask me, I don't know. And then something else I was thinking about. something else I was thinking about, because every time my, like, oh, what do you do for work? Like, what do you spend your day doing? Obviously, it'll always come back to me being a gamer and me streaming on Twitch. Then I'm like, I don't want to introduce people to like that personal side of me. Then now I'm thinking, and maybe this is God. Maybe this is God giving me a revelation. Now I'm just thinking to myself, like, all public all publicity is good publicity. All publicity is good publicity. So even if they are an op, even if they're out to get me, even if they watch my streams and decide that they hate me and they decide that they're going to be a lurker, okay? Even if they decide they're never going to talk to me ever again, what's the worst that they can do? Send my stream around to other people? Great. Now I have other people who want to watch my streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, what of it? What the heck of it? Like, that doesn't really affect me. I think my thing is I'm just naturally a very private person. Like, even just today, this, like, I was out and this man was, I was having this conversation with this guy and he was asking me, like, oh, where do you live at? You know? And I was like, oh, I live next to this landmark. And he's like, oh, in this apartment complex? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, which apartment complex? I was like, I don't want to tell you. Why do I want to tell you where I live? I don't want to tell you that. Like, what? And he was straight asking for my, because he said he lived in the same area as me. And so I was like, he was like using it as a talking point. I was like, I told him, chat. I told him. I did. I told him which apartment complex I was in. I guess he's just gonna have to guess the building, but I caved to the pressure. You know what? I need to work on that. Cause like I'll dance around it, but then when it's so direct, I just answer. But that's my instinct. Like I don't hide things. I'm just not a liar. I don't hide things. Like I just need to work on that. Peer pressure is a hell of a thing. I don't know. It wasn't even peer pressure. Like he was very nice. He was very sweet. You know, we were having good conversations. But he was understanding. I told him that I was not going to tell him my Twitch, though. That one, I stood my ground. I said, hell no. It gets weird when it, like, you know, my personal relationships and then this being my job and and it gets weird. I stood my ground. I said, no. No. You not getting my Twitch shirt. And then he was like, oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. I was like, okay. But, oh my gosh, let me catch up with the chat. Why are you dressed so nice? It's because I came back from somewhere, Lou. I came back from somewhere. I was worried that I wasn't gonna make it on time because I was supposed to leave at 8. And I looked at the time. It was 8:26. And I was like, oh, time to book my Uber. I gotta go. So, bro's being federal. No, literally. Saying took some time to learn. Blitz, you gotta teach me now. You gotta teach me now, Blitz. Put me on. Put me on. Hello, Khaled. Thank you for being here. I feel like I don't have time to make up. No lie. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, to make things up? No, it's not about making things up, but it's about knowing how to elude things. Like, for example, if somebody's like, oh, when was your last relationship? It's like, oh, you know, I gave myself enough time to recover because I don't really believe in rushing into relationships, you know? And then you like branch into this whole other conversation about like, oh, you know, relationships are really not that great to be rushing into. And it's like, it's important to take the time that you need to be able to recover and to be really intentional about the relationship that you're in. And it's like, you give them the impression that you answered the question, which you did, but not directly, which is honestly none of their business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not even like in a disrespectful way or in a deceptive way. It's like, they asked you something that was honestly not within their rights to do. And you answered that question without getting defensive, without getting angry, just strategically, I guess you could say. I enjoy the energy. tea. I sounded like I was about to blast off into space. I can't lie, but it's okay. I hope you're back soon, Nom. I hope you're back soon. But yes, I don't know. Just knowing the right words to say and when to say them. I guess not really when to say them or just to say them at all. To be frank. To be frank. To blast off commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love God though. God be taking good care of me for real. God be taking good care of me for real. But yes, I did have a good time today. I think the worst part of my day was the Uber. The worst part of my day was both of my Ubers to and from. I got so freaking car sick. I think it's just the cars where you can like feel the ground, like and a God-fearing woman. What the heck? Blitz, where did you come from? Where did you come from, Blitz? Oh my goodness. But yes, I do love God. I love God so much. He he's just too good to me, honestly. I don't deserve him, but he spoils me, so clock it, Blitz. Clock it. Clock it. I don't know, just so much has happened today. I'm just feeling like I'm a lot more tired than I usually am, for sure. I need to put myself into more social situations like that, though, for sure. Like, I need to force myself to start talking to people so I can. Because now I have a completely different perspective as to how I should be socially interacting. Because I had to teach myself how to be socially inept. And now I need to teach myself to be socially adept. AKA, I taught myself how to get by. Now I need to teach myself how to thrive socially. And that's just leaning more into my femininity and knowing how to clock people without outright clocking them the same way that I'd be clocking y'all. I need to be able to clock people subtly. You know those types of people? I'm not talking about nice nasty. I will never be a nice nasty girl. The nice nasties are the girls that are like, oh my gosh, are you sure you want to put those jeans on? They kind of make you look a little bit overweight. Are you sure you want to wear those jeans? That's nice nasty. Never, 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 never. I'm talking about never, never, never. No, I'm talking about basically the situation I literally just said earlier about like what was the example I used? Like, oh, rushing into a relationship or whatever. When they ask you like, oh, when was your last relationship? And you can just answer in a vague way so that you don't overshare. Like, you give them the impression that you satisfy their answer and you don't overshare. I should say it like that, because you're not even giving them a false impression. Like, you did answer the question. It's just you answered without compromising yourself and compromising like little things about you. And I feel like it's really important because sometimes I do this without even realizing it too. I think that's my thing. I need to actively recognize when and when not I'm doing it, because some people can get more out of me because I'm not actively doing it. I subconsciously do it. So when they ask me a question that's direct enough, I just answer how I always have. And sometimes it's a little bit more direct than I need to be. For the ones in the back, what does inept mean? Inept means... Wait, why do I feel like I use that word wrong now that I'm saying it individually? Wait, because inept means incapable. I feel like I use that word. Socially adept, inept. Yeah, inept means incapable. I use a word incorrectly. I was socially inept, then I taught myself to be socially adequate, is what I should say. And now I want to be socially adept. Because inept is incapable, adept is highly capable, more than capable. And adequate is you can get by. Yes, yes. See, you clocked my T right there without meaning to. uh, I love guys. Don't you love being alive? I love being a woman. I love being God's pretty little princess. I love, and I love men. I love what men have done for society. I love what men have done for the world. 2026 of the year, so much planned. Ooh, what do you have planned, Blitz? I love being alive so I can throw snowballs at people. I have never once. Actually, that's not true. I used to make snowballs in an ice skating rink, and then they'd yell at us. But we'd like scratch the. Oh my goodness, the blades, like the. I want to call them rollerblades. They're not rollerblades. The skate blades against the ice, and we just like get a bunch of ice and just, and then they come get us. Yeah, they're just blades. The skate blades. I'll be streaming too on Twitch, just getting everything prepped. Wow, I'm excited for you. Do you know what kind of streams you're gonna be doing? Oh my goodness. Chat, I'm sweepy, sweepy. You're suspicious. Wakey, wakey. It's cause I've been doing stuff all day, S'more. All day I've been doing things. I'm not sus. Who's sus? Blitz is sus. Blitz, who are you? Unveil yourself. A lot of gaming and editing? Honestly, you don't need to tell me who you are. It's okay. It can be your little secret. Can be your little secret. Yeah, you're really sus. You're really sus. Sorry, my friend, when he says he be sounding like a freaking motorcycle revving up. So now every time every time someone says that, I just think of him. He doesn't even do it on purpose. Oh my goodness. That is funny. How do I know? That's funny. I used to work cars, so I do that. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys were not supposed to be able to hear that. You guys are not supposed to be able to hear that. Okay. We'll start it over. It's a good song. Got my losing on this game. I'm playing at the same time. Oh, hey, Blitz, your priorities are straight. What can I say? Baby. Okay, for movies overall, I would say 6 out of 10. For a Chainsaw Man movie, 4 out of 10. Because what are you talking about? How is that? First of all, the animation was disgusting. I don't know what animation software that they use, but they need to go back. They need to redo it. They need to redraw it. Yes, they need to redraw it in the genuine, authentic Chainsaw Man style, okay? That little 3D, it was looking like The Walking Dead. Like, it was looking like The Walking Dead with the way the animation was. I was like, what is this? Like, it literally looked like they were using the same software. I don't even know. Not only no, it was so ugly. Them eye wrinkles, bruh. Like, why they got eye wrinkles like that? They're too young to have eye wrinkles. They had no business having no eye wrinkles. That car scene, I was like, this is straight out of The Walking Dead. Like, The Walking Dead game. Like, oh my gosh. It can't look realistic. It's an anime. It's an anime. It's never gonna look realistic. No, I hated it. I hated it. It was all I could think about. Every time I was looking at the camera, I was like, ugh. It looked like it was trying to be 3D, but then they flattened it. I don't know. It was weird. It was whack. As for the storyline, I mean, you know what? I'll give them this. There's a chance that maybe because it was spoiled for me, or was it even spoiled for me? No, it literally wasn't. No, it literally was not spoiled for me. The only thing, and it wasn't even true. So I'm just gonna say it. I mean, close your ears if you don't want spoilers, but I'll do this when I'm done saying it if you want to mute. But basically, I saw someone online say, "Oh, Reza was part of Makima's plan or something, bigger plan." And I was like, "What? Like, are they working together secretly? Like, did she send this girl to try to like persuade him or like test him or something?" But then it didn't even end up coming true. So I was like, "What?" Like that wasn't even a part of it. So honestly, it wasn't spoiled for me. But it was so obvious. It was so obvious. Everything that was gonna happen was so damn obvious. It happened so fast, and just nothing was, bro. Nothing was the way that it should be. The plot didn't even progress at all. The saddest scene was the scene with the hand holding. If you know, you know, because I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna be elusive, so y'all can't don't get no spoilers. I'm gonna be elusive. But the hand holding was the most emotional moment. I almost shed a tear, and I didn't even shed a tear because we didn't even know him like that, bro. It can look real, and they got eyes and shadows. They already had shadows. They already had shadows. See, y'all not remembering because this is why. This is why I watched the old ones before I watched the new ones. This is why when the next season comes out, I will watch the season before and get a refresher. Honestly, I'll watch all the seasons before. I'll start from episode 1 and watch because I it was fresh in my brain. It was fresh in my brain, the greatness of what Chainsaw Man, the freaking 12 episodes of Chainsaw Man was. So to watch that movie was absolutely astronomically disappointing. Disappointing. Hello, River. How are you? Permission to make a spicy joke? I don't know. You might get banned. Why would you want to do something like that? Why would you want to do something like that in my good Christian stream? Like, does it look like this is a place for that, River? Does it look like this is a, like, can you read the room? We're talking about Chainsaw Man right now. Can we keep the topic on Chainsaw Man? Thanks. Because why? What would compel you to say something like that to me? I'm catching up on My Hero Academia right now. It's really good. There are so many little animes. I don't know. I just can't get over. Okay, you know what? Here's my perspective. I literally can't do this without here. The only anime that is sexual in nature that I can handle is Chainsaw Man. That's it. All the rest of y'all's little Gooner-esque, Gooner Central little animes, I can't do it. I am being tormented by these sexual scenes being, I shouldn't say it like that, pushed onto me. Okay? It's like actually terrible. Like y'all are literally getting like monitoring spirits possessed in the back of your mind, wondering why you're constantly getting tormented every single night and you can't control yourselves, yet you're watching this stuff every day, hours worth of it. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. is too sexual. I just can't. The difference with Chainsaw Man, the difference with Chainsaw Man is quite literally like well, first of all, there are very wrong themes. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's like this pure anime, oh, freaking sent from God or something. It is definitely not, okay? It definitely still coincides with the things that I do hate about anime and the hypersexualization of it and all the disgusting little things about it. Starting with the fact that he's literally a minor and everyone else around him is not. Hello? But anyway, the way that they go about it is a lot different. Like there's reasons. Like it's just not meaningless. It's not like forcing it onto you in the same way. Like you're prepared for it, you're aware of it. Everyone is aware of it. Everyone knows of it. You know, and there's actually like there's like a moral consciousness behind it, if that makes any sense. Denji is a victim and that's his whole story arc. I disagree with that. I do not think that Denji is as much of a victim as you are alluding to. I do think that he is a victim in a lot of aspects. I really do. Because at the end of the day, he is a minor. He literally legally cannot give consent. I mean, I don't know how it is in Japan, but they were referring to the fact that he was a minor and that it would be illegal. So clearly the laws still abide there. Or they're similar there at least. But either way, a lot of the themes there, also it depends. It just depends how you look at it, because there's also like things like Romeo and Juliet law. I don't know where it applies other than Florida, but if you are within like a certain age range, like I'm pretty sure it's like 17, or maybe it's even 16, 17 to like 24, like you guys can be in cahoots consensually because of your age is like close enough. You know what I'm saying? Age of consent is 16 in Chainsaw Man. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. He's learning that his learning. Wait, what? He's learning that's his whole thing? I mean, Japan? No, 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 yeah. I understand. Denji is 16, exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong with him learning. I really don't. I think it's honestly really true and honest to the way that men truly do assess the world and how men think. And I just see like men. When I look at Denji, I just see men. Like literally he embodies the train of thought of most men. Like of course it's played up because I mean it's an entertainment, it's a film. It's entertainment. And of course he's portrayed as like ditzy and dense. But at the end of the day, like the patterns of thought, like the mental turmoil that he experiences is just a lot of what I feel like men do experience in this day and age. If that's your take, that's horrible. It's very true and it's very honest, Lou. It really, really is. But you're also entitled to your opinion, of course. But let me see. Let me catch up. Hello? Oh no, never mind. Wait, what? Why is my cursor is not working? Or not my cursor, my scroll wheel. It's so weird. Okay. And thank you, Black Zach, for the follow. I'm so sorry. I never said anything. Thank you. He started off the anime selling off his organs for money for a debt his father collected. He's the ultimate victim. Victim. A person harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, accident, or other event or action. I just don't think that that word applies. I understand what you're insinuating, and at the end of the day, it is semantics, but I don't think that him, like the natural order of him owing the debt that his father left behind, makes him a victim. Like a victim to what? Society and the way that that order works? A victim to the debt collectors? I guess. I don't agree with that word being used there. I think that he deserved it? No. I do think that I guess it also boils down to the fact that I do think that it was his debt to pay. If he doesn't, he literally dies. Yeah, that's the agreement that his father came under. Like his father was messing with loan sharks. Like I don't know, when it's like one thing if he didn't owe anything and these people were hunting him down and making him pay, but he did. And that's just how it works, even in the real world. If you don't pay the debt, then your family owes it now. That's it. And he signed a contract or did whatever and put his life on the line. And then that passed down to, like, it's just the natural order of things. Like I don't see that as being victimized. That's just luck of the draw. Fate sucks. And honestly, I'm really glad that he doesn't see it that way either. He does not like victimize himself in the same way that that you are. I guess I should say. That's a victim. He's a child. Well, again, you're entitled to your opinion. But according to the definition, a person harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, accident, or other event or action. He wasn't harmed, injured, or killed as an event of anything. He just owes money. And those were the means that he went to in order to get that money. He chose to be a demon hunter. He asked as a child to become a demon hunter so that he could pay this debt off. He's not harmed. He did ask. He did. And you know why I know this? Because I just recently rewatched the anime. He, I don't know. Guys, close your ears if you don't want spoilers. But he saw the Chainsaw Devil, and then they became friends. And then he slayed a demon, and then he gave the demon to him to pay off some of his debt. And he was like, hire me as a demon hunter so that I can pay off my debt. Like, please hire me so that I could do this for you to get money. And he was like, okay. And so that's how that started. And he chose to sell his organs. He chose to sell these things. Like, those were decisions that he made. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not a terrible situation to be in, that it's not difficult. But I just don't think victim is the correct word. I mean, I guess you could argue victim to circumstance. But just like, I don't know. I don't think that any person in that situation victimized him. I guess you can argue that his father victimized him by taking his own life and subjecting him to that, knowing that it would be passed down to his son. You can argue that. And maybe that's what you're getting at. That his father victimized him. But even then, I just feel like that's like I don't know. I'm really careful with pity. I mean, obviously this is not a real person, but it's just a reflection of like the way that I think. Like I am not quick to pity someone in that way, especially somebody who does not pity themselves. Because it's just a very like weird place that you put somebody else in. And again, these are not real people, so this doesn't really matter. But I feel like that is why naturally I don't immediately agree with that take, because my instinct is never to, in a way, like if you claim somebody should be pitied or claim somebody should feel as if they are a victim or that they are a victim, you are victimizing them in a weird way. So I'm just really careful to do that. He's a victim of abuse, poverty. A victim of poverty. That's interesting. Wait, so here's my question. A victim of poverty. Does that mean that all poor people are victims of poverty? In the real world. You're just a victim to your poverty and a victim to not having any money. That's really interesting. That is so interesting. How was he a victim of abuse? When was he ever abused? His was extreme poverty. I don't think that the extremity of the poverty changes it. His father abused him. I don't remember that. We didn't even see, we never met his father, did we? We never met his father. Where's the basis for that? I don't remember that. Wait, we need a third party. Did his father abuse him? I don't remember that. I do not remember that at all. His father just left him. I mean, I guess you could claim that as abuse. I don't know. Bro, something's wrong with the chat. I'm gonna open it up again. I just could not scroll. Okay, there we go. I do think that he's a victim, like, to the women who continue to use him. That I would have no problem coming into agreement with. But then again, the age of consent in Japan is 16, so maybe not. See, that's the problem when you victimize somebody else. I don't know. Can you really say that? Like, I don't know. To call somebody else a victim when they don't agree with it themselves is kind of just, I don't know. I feel like it's just bad. I just feel like it's really bad. Like, yikes. Hi, Prolific. How are you? Age of 16 is crazy. Yeah. I completely disagree with the notion that people are victims to poverty. Who is withholding money from anybody? Nobody's stopping anyone from being able to make money. Like, it's just, especially in today's day and age. Like, sure, you could argue back then that there weren't systems in place, even though there definitely were, because there were normal 9-to-5 jobs. But to claim someone a victim to a self-inflicted situation, like, of course, when you're a child and you're born into that, you don't really have many options to get money. But at that point, he was a child, yes, but he had the freedom to do whatever he wanted because he wasn't forced under parental supervision. Louis takes this topic really sensitively. This is a really touchy subject for Lou. He doesn't agree with it because he literally doesn't know any better. That's the whole point of the manga. What are you talking about? Doesn't agree with what? Doesn't agree with what? What? Hi, Muggy. Welcome in. He was eating out of the trash. Yeah, he was eating out of the trash. You're right. All of his money was going to Yakuza. Yes, it was. I'm under the weather right now, but I can't complain. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you getting a cold? Self-inflicting? Yeah. And like I said, you can argue for the anime that that's not the case. But in real everyday life, I see you're amped up tonight. Like, nobody is forcing poverty upon anyone. I feel like that's a really strong blanket statement. There are definitely people who are forced into bad situations, but if you're able to have this conversation with me right now and you're able to access the internet and work a 9-to-5, that's not you. That's not you. If you're able to even have these kinds of discussions, that's not you. The only people who are genuinely forced into those situations are when they are being like directly abused by somebody else who is stopping them from making money or stopping them from going outside or kidnapping or doing whatever it is. But most people are not in that situation. So outside of those people, Yeah, you do have control over your financial situation. And I know that's a really tough pill to swallow for a lot of people, but if I'm to speak for myself, like my life, that's a Bible verse as well. Like, I found out recently, actually, because it's just something that I would just say, but I found out that it was actually a Bible verse. So thank God, because these are the revelations that He's giving me. But your life will substantially improve once you acknowledge that 99% of your problems are your fault. Like, I don't know, the situations that we can be in, the options that we have, like, it all boils down to the life that you're choosing to live and the decisions that you're choosing to make. And people will argue that this or that is not fair. What does that actually matter? What does that actually amount to? Like, that's just not going to change. Your feelings just are not going to change your environment. If you want to lead a certain life, I keep doing that. If you want to lead a certain life, then do what it takes in order to lead that life. You can't complain that you don't have the life that you want, but then also simultaneously not do take the steps in order to gain that life. And like, are you, oh, I shouldn't have to do that. The choices we make have actions, and people don't realize even years from now that small things add up. Exactly, Blitz. Exactly. His father was an abusive drunk and took on an amazing debt to a gang, and once he died, it passed to Denji, and he was forced to pay it as a child. If you don't think he's a victim, I'm gonna let you finish your sentence. That's so weird because I remember Denji's father taking his own life. But maybe I just misunderstood that scene. I just wasn't even paying that much attention because it was the first episode, so you're insane. Not the two words finishing your paragraph. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that. Chainsaw Man was a good anime. It was. It was a good anime. Y'all talking about Chainsaw Man? Yes, we are. Hi, Kool-Aid. Hello, Melody. I like Kaiju number 8 too. Oh, that's a different anime. I was like, who is that? I don't know why. I thought that. Also, that must have been like a passing line because obviously, or maybe not obviously, but we just didn't see the father, so. I don't know, Lou. Like I said, you could argue that he is a victim to his father, but I don't think that he's necessarily, like, you could argue that as well, but I don't think that he's necessarily a victim due to him, because the initial conversation we were having was due to the fact that he was having to like sell things, like his means of making money. And the fact that he had to come up with the money made him a victim. And I completely disagreed with that. I also acknowledge the fact that you could argue that he was a victim to his father having. But even then, because I'm looking online and they're saying that Denji killed his father. I messed with the nails? Thank you. Yeah, online it's saying that Denji killed his father. So does that still make him a victim if he's literally took on the debt of his own volition? Hmm. Okay, it's saying that the dad threat. I just don't remember this at all. But it's saying that the dad threatened. I'm literally about to pull up the anime right now. Do y'all remember this? What's your favorite anime? Chainsaw Man. Yeah, Denji murked his pops. Right. Okay. It starts out. It just doesn't even talk about it. Okay. What? Look, I'm not lying. What? It's right here. I don't care. I'll get a copyright strike for this. Look, I'm not. I knew I wasn't crazy. What? Are we watching a different Chainsaw Man? Wait a minute. Let me pull up. It said that he himself. That he offed himself. I'm not crazy. I'm not remembering this crazy. Look. That's what it says on this one. This is Chainsaw Man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me what the heck. Hello? Look what it says. That's season 1. There's only one season, Swarm. What are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about? There's only one season. What is it? Oh, you guys can't see the subtitles. Oh, what the heck? Wait, what the heck? You guys actually can't see the subtitles. What if I do this? You guys can't see it, but it says it right there. Yeah, one season, so all the info's not out. Okay, so you're saying that Denji framed it to look? Denji framed it to. You know what it might be also? They might have changed it for the anime too. It might just be different than the manga. Because they be doing that sometimes too. Here, wait. Here. Oh my gosh, it's not working. See? I can spoil it. Okay. They could have done that, but it's a crucial part. I don't know, because the movie didn't say anything about it either. Well, the subtitle says went and himself without even making this month's repayment. And it's a scene. Oh, you guys saw. It was a scene of Denji looking at the grave of his father. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. So I knew I wasn't crazy. It happens later on. Yeah, the like knowing the truth, whatever. Okay, so even I can tell you why it showed like that. Okay. Or I can find out on my own when they release the freaking anime. But either way, with the information that is readily presented, that is nothing that I said is baseless at all. Also, even then, like, I don't know. Yeah. It's gonna be a while before they release. Oh, of course, because they're taking forever to release everything, and they're using that terrible software for their little 3D, for their little 3D movies. But you haven't seen the full story? No, I haven't. But that's not what happened. That's just the facts, right? And based on the facts that are readily presented to us for the anime, not the manga, for the anime, I still stand on everything that I said. But with your newly presented information, I guess I can admit. Let me not act like that, because it's literally fine. But yeah, I can see how you're saying that. You're wrong. I'm not wrong. Not in my opinion, at least. And again, you're entitled to your opinion. But with the information we have readily presented, because I'm not going to read no manga. You're not going to catch me reading a manga. I'm sorry. Never. Never. I will never go deep down into the geek depths that far. So it's not going to happen. I'll watch the remakes. I'll watch the little tweaks, the little changes. But I will not be reading the manga. But according to the anime, which is what we were talking about, and according to what has been released, geek devs, yeah, cause what? You'll not catch me doing that. But Lou out here trying to give some spoilers in order to prove his point, but my point still stands. Man, go to DreamCon. That's what they keep asking. Hi, Bob. Thank you for the follow. Even in the anime, it's implied with the door. No, it's not. There's nothing implied, Lou. It's a complete mystery. That's the whole point. There's nothing implied. It's only implied if you've read the manga, which I refuse to do, and most people will not do. And they have that in mind. Like, it's meant to be a complete mystery. It's the dream that he keeps having. Thank you, thank you. Looking great. Thank you. Oh, I know you. I know you. How are you? Daisy isn't wrong because she's only watched the anime in her opinion. Exactly. Exactly. See, Smart gets it. I'm only using the anime as the basis for my opinion, and I was referring to the anime. I never acknowledged the manga, because why would I acknowledge something that I haven't read? The door is implied. Yo, Lou, I don't understand what you don't understand. What is there? Okay, from the anime, again, the manga is irrelevant, okay? It literally carries no weight because we were referring strictly to the anime. What about the anime has ever implied anything about that door? Just because Pochita said to not open the door, that means that he must have his father? Like, what are you saying? There's nothing implied. There is nothing implied by the freaking door. There's no inclinations at all, unless you've read the manga, unless you already have the spoiler, which would be the manga. I'm from Mooncane's channel, stopping by to say what's up. I know, I recognize you, don't worry. I'd recognize you anywhere. You're universal. But yes, I definitely, okay, here, wait, I actually have a bone to pick. Wait a minute. Stop right there. Because I would love to join y'all's panel, except y'all be entertaining a lot of tomfoolery. Y'all be entertaining a lot of interesting folk, all right? Y'all be allowing astronomical levels of disrespect. So I just don't know if I can feel safe and protected there while I'm there. Cause if someone starts wailing, I promise you, I'ma just back out. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna sit here defending myself. Like, no, if you're gonna be disrespectful, I'm gonna leave. That's it. Okay, you say protect. I'm not talking about some, oh, let's have a back and forth fight. No, I'ma just leave. You keep interrupting me and I can't speak. I'ma go. Because I'm not gonna stay where my energy is disrespected like that. Like, no, you're not gonna catch me. You are not gonna catch me sitting there. No. No, I will drop, don't trust. Okay, I trust you, Universal Jones. I trust you. So now I know next time I join a panel, I gotta make sure that you're there, because I know that you'll protect me. Thank you. Hi, Super. How are you? In other words, you don't stand on business. Not Melody trying to clock you. Ooh, Daisy said that was universal. What are you talking about, results? What are you talking about? Panel with 50 plus onks? Maybe. It's crazy though, because there was somebody that I could have sworn I recognized the voice of. I was like, is this somebody that I know? I actually can't tell. Like, I don't know, because I've never heard them speak in this tone before. So, Melody, you can come by also. No, do not. She's a minor, okay? She can't come by. She cannot come by. It is not a safe space for her. It's not a safe space for her. That is funny. Nobody recognizes. Nobody recognizes. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh no, never mind. Not you trying to build up your e-girl harem. Don't think I don't see you, Jones. I see you from a mile away. You see a woman's name all of a sudden. I'm 23. Yes, that's what she likes to say. Or else she would not be allowed on the platform anymore. Let's put it like that. Okay. What? Me? Couldn't be. Okay. Okay, Jones. Whatever helps you sleep at night. It's all good. But anyways, yes, I love Chainsaw Man. I'm so excited to see what they come up with next. I don't think the movie was that good. I think it was caca doo-doo butt. But, you know, it is what it is. You at the moment? He's really trying it. He's really trying it. Let me stop. Didn't get an invite? An invite to what? Oh. Oh, to the panel? That panel is reckless. I mean, y'all speak about interesting topics, but the way that y'all go about it. What's the Cash App? I feel like tricking on a baddie. Hey, exclamation point Cash App. What stream is it? Melody. Oh my gosh, like I'm just thinking about it and all of a sudden it's really slipping my mind right now. Like I can't remember. Like I don't know. Jones, do you remember? I think it was I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for that. I needed that. Thank you. I needed that stretch. I feel so limber now. Nimble. Not you giving what the? So now you're really out here giving minors the deets. You are incentivizing minors to be involved in this tomfoolery. Jones, I thought you were a different type of man. Like, oh my goodness. Wait, what? I don't think you realized that it was Melody who asked again. It's okay. It's okay. That was not my intent. Oh, really? You asked? I did not ask. That was not me. No, I just read the message. Of course I know. That's where you came from. Of course I know. It's okay. She won't find it. You know what? Some kids are meant to grow up fast. No, honestly, it can't even be blamed on you. Like, some people need to monitor their children. Thank you for the follow, Trikey. Oh, Trikey, I have some bad news for you. So, since you've said some, we got a rule in this stream that you gotta be a man of your word. Like, you can't be lying. So now that you said that you were gonna send me some on Cash App, if you don't, unfortunately, you're gonna get banned. So That's how it works around here. Honestly, I should probably change the chat message to include it. But yes, that's just a warning for everybody else. I already did. All right, let's see. Can I get a drum roll? Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. It's my do not disturb for real. Look at my cute little... Aww. Let's see. Let's see, chat. Oh. Oh. What? You shoot twice? Wait, what just happened? Oh. Yo! Wow, Jones came through. Jones came through. What is this? I'm gonna let it slide this time. I'm gonna let it slide this time. I'm gonna let it slide. Ka-ching, ka-ching, money talks. Not you throwing a tomato. And not it not working. Wait, can somebody refund Melody's point? I feel bad now. I feel bad. She spent a whole 4K and the tomato didn't even throw. Refund me too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Refund you for what? I have 40K. Oh, my bad. She's balling. She don't want no refund. She said take the change. That's your tip. She's feeling extra generous today. Send me my dollar back so I can get something on the dollar menu. What do I look like to you, Trekkie? What do I look like to you? Do I look like the type of woman to be sending a man $1? 100 cents? A single cent? That weak ass stretch you gave us, that's a normal stretch. Like, wow. It just be your own people, because you'd think that Soldier would be the one to back me on my endeavors, but instead, he's just out here trying to scam me. I don't know. It be your own people. Daisy, send me $20 for lunch on Tuesday. You would want $20 for lunch on Tuesday, wouldn't you? Because you're out here getting Subway, trying to rub it in my face, talking about some, ooh, look what cookie I got. I know it's your favorite. Oh, it's okay. I'll get you Subway and Spirits. Sounds like you need to clock in again. Sounds like you need a couple extra hours. Sometimes sounds like you need that overtime. That no tax on overtime. All right? Because what do I look like to you? Thank you. Thank you. Soundboard is being utilized. So what do you actually do? I'm only here because you're a baddie. Trekkie, where do I know you from? I've seen you somewhere. Are you also from Mooncake? And I don't do nothing. I just sit here and look pretty. That's all I do. Thanks. You see me in your dreams? Oh, must be in my nightmares. Oh no. Trekkie's from the same place? Yes, you do. Okay, see, my money serves me right. My money? Oh, that too, but my memory. I'm money minded. I'm heaven sent. You'd think that someone from heaven would be a little more holy. Professional yapping? Exactly. Exactly. You already know. Result already knows. I'm trying to prevent blood clots. Looking out. Ugh. Cent? You paid for it? What you mean? Cent what? I ain't get nothing. My Cash App still only got the $1. No, let me stop. My Cash App only got the $1 and what somebody else sent. What did you send? Nightmares Ouch. Their name is Genesis. Genesis just means the first. Welcome to the gym, brother. Wait, what? Funny. You got any 666 tattoos? Absolutely not. You never catch me with a 666 tattoo. Ooh. Sunny Daisy, a typo, is asking for a migraine. I think I got a migraine reading that. It's my fault. It's your fault for what? I found the channel. I mean, Melody, I think she's a fun person. And I think you'll like her. Thank goodness. Yes, I did get your contribution. I appreciate it, King. At least Jones is a man of some substance. At least I know I can rely on Jones to actually pull through for me. So, I don't know about the rest of y'all. Nah, because y'all know who you are for real. Like, y'all know who you are. Like, okay, I can't do it. It looks serious. Oh, I just peeped the nails. W. Thank you. I like how they're longer, but I'm gonna have to take them off because I'm not gonna be able to type like this. Or I guess I just can't play Valorant until I take them off. I don't know. I do that in the strip club all the time. Talking about some angel. Talking about some sent from heaven. I recycle the same dollar. Jones stands on business. Exactly. That's a fact. I'll be coming around more. Of course, Jones. Around here, we appreciate the men who have a lot of testosterone. We appreciate those types of men. We encourage those types of men. We use those types of men as examples for all the rest of the men to follow and to lead in the footsteps of. I don't stand on nothing but the flute? The flute? Are they almond shaped? What does that even mean, Melody? Reciprocation is key. Not necessarily results. Like the value that a woman, I mean, you can argue like reciprocation of value, but like the value that the value that a woman can bring a man is different than the value that a man can bring a woman. You know? And I feel like well-established men and well-established women both understand that concept very well. And it's not to say that if you don't understand that concept that you're not established at all, but it's something that even I was learning as I was like growing into my femininity and learning what it truly meant to be a woman and where my value lied as a woman and what God's design truly was for me, you know, and for the world. And the dynamics of, you know, the woman being the helpmate for the man. The fact that women were designed for men, but men were not designed for women. That's why we can be single and happy. Well, I'm a beta, so I guess you should unfollow now. Potentially, I don't know. If you truly a beta, you probably not gonna like the advice that I gotta give. So, if you sensitive to that. But I'm not here to force anyone to do anything, you know? We can just share ideas, share concepts. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. And if somebody's uncomfortable with that, they can leave. It's that simple. Like, I'm so fine and happy and content with somebody coming in here and having a completely different 180 perspective on the world, and I will accept them as a person because they're still a human being and they still deserve respect. But I just disagree with you, and I don't respect your opinion. That's it. I don't respect your opinion at all. I don't respect the way that you think, but I respect you, and you deserve your rights and everything. And also including the right to express that opinion. With a face like that, she needs more than $1. Wow, Blitz, you talking up a storm. Why don't you pull through yourself? If I send another $1, can we get a 360? Look at this. He thinks that $2 can get a 360. You have no idea what men have offered me. And it's never enough. It's never been enough. Good luck. almond shaped nails? Oh, I actually do. I like them, but I also found that I like the square ones too. I don't know. I feel like I like all of them. I do think that the almond, like, it makes my broken finger more pronounced. Like, you can tell that it's like slanted way more. Let me stop. Let me stop. All real men died in the wars. No, don't say that, Blitz. They did not, because there's still real men out there. I believe. I believe. What is this? Oh, not this one. There are still real men out there. I believe. Because I'm gonna end up with one. He's gonna be all mine. Anywho. Base perspective, I respect it. Thank you, Jones. I respect you. Get on Fortnite, my ninja. I know you got a 250 kill death ratio. Yeah. Why in the world, Trekkie, would I get on Fortnite with some random who sent me $1, asked if another dollar can get me to 360, is not tier 3 subbed, and clearly wants to drain all of my time, attention, and energy? Why in the world would I disinterest myself like that? Disservice myself like that? Daisy, I got a new state ID and they make me look fat in my picture. Oh no, did they wide killjoy you? They definitely wide killjoyed you, bro. I need $1. That's what I need. I think you need a little bit more than $1. See, you said well-established women get to have all the fun in the game too well. Oh, absolutely. But there are not a lot of well-established women. Actually, I was saying that earlier. I was thinking to myself, like, wow, there are not a lot of, like, most men don't exist anymore. Like, there are not a lot of men in the world. And then I thought to myself, okay, but there are also not a lot of women in the world. So it's like a double-edged sword, like, beating into each other, bro. I don't know. And it's literally not a criticism of anything else other than the fact that, like, there are not a lot of true, that's the descriptor. There's not a lot of true men. And there's not a lot of true women. And I was thinking about that because I remember when I was having that conversation about the fact that, like, if a woman was obviously getting assaulted, like if she was delirious, she was drugged, and she's being pulled into a vehicle by a man, I was like, oh, would you guys step in and stop it? And y'all were like, no, I would never. What if he has a knife? You're a grown man and you're saying that you wouldn't protect a defenseless woman from another man? That's crazy. Like, what? And it's like, oh, well, she needs to fend for herself. Like, what world do we live in right now? That's so crazy. That's such a crazy answer to me. Because it's like, hello? That's insane. But on the same side, like, there are not a lot of women who act like women, you know? And it's not even like, it's just like women who are like, I'm a woman, you know? Like me. I am a woman. I did not act like a woman most of my life. I was not raised to act like a woman, like a true woman, most of my life. And nobody calls anybody out on it. It's like not many women actually know how to utilize their femininity correctly. And some women know how to, yet they weaponize their femininity. So it's not to praise any aspect of it, but it's just interesting. There are not a lot of true men or true women in this world anymore. What can I get if I send you an Apple laptop? You can get a thank you. And you can get, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Honestly, I don't even want an Apple laptop. Why in the world would I want an Apple laptop? It would be half fake smile, thank you. Broken finger. Hi, Yoma. Welcome in. Here you go. Daisy laughed like a witch from the Wizard of Oz. I tried to offer friendship. She didn't want this. Absolutely not. Because what do you mean? Like, that is such a cheap offer. Wait, I died in the wars? That's crazy. That's true. Yomo is one of the true men left standing. How did I not know? The testosterone levels are low. Men have estrogen and women have testosterone nowadays. Literally. And Blitz, it's crazy because growing up, I actually thought that to myself. I was like, wait, why do I feel like I have more testosterone in my body than estrogen? Like, actually. I'll give you $2 more. I don't want your money. It don't even sound like it comes from a good place, Chucky. That's a high quality man, no? What, a true man? Yes. Yes, Melody. Take it or leave it. I'll leave it. You can have your dirty little dollars. I don't exist. Masculinity has taken a massive hit. What's good? How y'all doing? Hi, NTF. Welcome in. She better get to running, not gonna lie. Who said that? I'll try to stop him, though. Why would I die over a woman I don't know? I'll give her $1, though. Why do y'all assume that you would die? Like, if you would die, she would die. So you have better odds of survival. Like, what's going on? I don't know. If I don't, she better run like Flash. Also, it's like, you don't instantly need to, oh, wow, let me intervene. Let me punch him in the face. Like, what? You can literally be like, oh, what are you doing with my girlfriend? Like, what's going on? Like, you can literally speak. The presence of a man in it of itself, well, I guess not anymore, but the presence of a man is intimidating to another man. Like, that's the whole thing. That's why a woman who has a boyfriend or whatever, or seems to be a taken woman, is more protected than a single woman. Because literally just knowing that there is a man in the picture automatically makes her seem a lot more of a risk. So you could literally just intervene. And I brought that situation up because a woman did intervene for another woman. And then her boyfriend chastised her, saying, oh, why would you intervene? Why would you say anything? Well, you could have gotten hurt. Da 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 da. And she was like, you wouldn't have done that for her? You wouldn't have stepped in? He was like, no, I wouldn't have stepped in. And I'm mad that you stepped in too, even though you're safe. Who would? I'm so behind, Melody. I'm so sorry. That's wild. I'll send you an Apple Watch. Can I at least get a hug? A hug for an Apple Watch? You're gonna have to do a lot more than that for a hug. Bro, you want that 360? I know what you can get her. No, Chucky is a high quality man, clearly. Oh, yeah. Would you randomly save a puppy from a lion? Who's the lion? Another man? Another man is a lion. So what are you? What are you? So that man who's victimizing a woman, that one's the lion, right? That one's the ferocious. You're so scared by his masculinity and his ferociousness. Yeah, okay. Good to know that most men nowadays aren't lions. Like, what? What does that even mean? What does that mean? And there are ways to save the puppy, though it wouldn't be practical. And again, you wouldn't just go up to the lion and grab the puppy, but you could like throw a rock or just like, or like, oh, call for help, like something. What is crazy because a man has to present himself in such a way to even deal with well-established women, and the well-established woman has her own pre-notions of how she wants to be, and I don't think men get to pick as much as women. That's why I said y'all get to have the fun and we get bored. That's it. Blitz, what? Okay, I see what you're saying, and I agree with that sentiment. However, to add to your sentiment, I do believe that a good woman is the entertainment. Like, you will not be bored with a good woman because a good woman knows how to keep that flame alive in the relationship as long as you as a man sets the foundation for that. If you're not inviting her out on dates, if you're not like doing your part to keep the relationship alive, of course you will end up bored. But if you give her the foundation in order to flourish and she is a really good woman, she will not exploit that. She will be returning that value back to you in a feminine way. I say a man should be masculine enough so that the gal can be feminine and still safe. Exactly, NTF. He literally just said what I said. I'm saying, like, he's already lunging at us with the knife. Like, no, he has no knife. He's literally just grabbing an unconscious girl and stuffing her into a car. Like, there's no weapon in sight. There's no weapon being presented. Like, but then y'all will go to the worst case scenario and act as if you're literally, like, what? Like, any excuse not to step in and do the right thing, which is just wild. Not gonna lie, that man's crazy. Intimidating till that YN pull out the switch. Exactly. Like, y'all will literally paint the picture. You will change the narrative in your favor and go to this extreme length in order to avoid responsibility for what you know is the right thing to do. Isn't that wild? I'm clearly late to the combo. We're talking about someone dying. And if we're talking about, you probably picked up on it by now, but we're talking about a situation if a woman was unconscious, being pushed into a car, obviously about to get abused. A man claims that he would not step in when women are ready to step in and ready to try to help her and ready to be like, yo, that's my sister. Oh my gosh, that's my sister. Thank you for getting her. Like, you know, making a situation so that she can get out of there safe. But men are like, I would never approach her. I would just leave. Okay. If you want a hug from Daisy, you gotta send 500K to everyone in chat. Yes. The Rock is a lion. The Rock would never do something like that. And The Rock would step in for that woman, so... Not enough? Yo. Nobody is standing up to The Rock smacking his woman. What? What are you talking about? The entire internet would go up in flames. And see, that's where you're wrong, Trekkie, because you guys have like this one set, oh, this must have, like, it must resort to violence. Like, it doesn't always have to resort to violence. Like I said, socially, as a man, you have a level of intimidation that a woman does not have. So you have better odds of quote unquote survival or getting away with things and having less hard of a time intervening in that situation than a woman would. If a woman can intervene and say, oh my gosh, that's my sister, where was she? Oh my gosh, you definitely as a man can go, oh, that's my sister. Like, what's going on? Is she okay? Oh, it's okay. I'll bring her. I'll take her somewhere else. It doesn't need to be aggressive. It doesn't need to be like dangerous. Like, and literally retaliating over The Rock smacking his woman, as you claim, could quite literally be recording it. Be recording it and sending it to the internet. That is a retaliation. That is doing something about it. Because guess what? He would face charges. Beta talk? Crazy Blitz. Gotta start driving home. Drive safe, yo, mom. 1 million and a good working PC to everyone in the chat and a car. What about when you're doing all of that and when you get cheated on because she says you're working too much and while she's not working, you're paying for everything? That's not a good woman, Blitz. Because a good woman would never cheat. I hate to say it, I hope it don't sound ridiculous, but a good woman would never cheat because a good woman will always acknowledge the sacrifices that you're making, and a good woman would always make time for you. Like, this might be a controversial take, but like, I just don't believe in the whole, like, oh, I'm too tired. Like, if I have a hardworking man and he's working shifts to the point where he's coming home so late where I'm exhausted from the day, why in the world would I rid him or like, I'm forgetting English. But why would I not reward him for everything that he's doing for me and for my family and making sure that I can lead the lifestyle that I want to lead? Why in the world would I restrict him from that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And I just think that that's very selfish. And I don't think that that's biblical at all. Like, the Bible clearly speaks about the fact that you should not deny your spouse. It goes both ways. You should not deny your spouse of that. Why? Because it's literally meant to only happen within the confines of marriage. So you are literally the only person you can get it from. And honestly, you can argue that too. When you're in a marriage, even if you've had premarital sex and you don't believe in all the other stuff, whatever, if you're in a marriage and you expect monogamy, to deny your partner of that is like really cruel. Like, psychologically, I personally believe it's really, really cruel. Why would you do that? So I don't know. There's just like no room for cheating in a relationship where your sex life is alive. And I just can't ever imagine being in a relationship with a man where that is not the case. Even if it boils down to me having to initiate every single time, who cares? That's my husband. This is not my boyfriend. This is not, oh, well, he needs to do this. Like, it's a partnership now. We're stepping in for each other. Where you're falling short, I will step up, and vice versa. Like, ebbs and flows. So that just does not happen. It just does not happen. I'm stepping in. If someone dies or gets hurt and I could have prevented it, I'd have to live with that regret. That's what I'm saying, NTF. But there are men out here claiming that they can sleep perfectly fine at night knowing that they didn't intervene in any way, shape, or form. I'd rather potentially get killed or hurt trying to help than sit back and watch. That's what I'm saying. But most men don't think like that anymore, which is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Feminism asked for that though, and I'm not disagreeing with that. The ones complaining about men for years would get exactly what they asked for, and there are men who know what's right and what's wrong, sure. Are there also men that don't care anymore? Yes. Okay, soldier, my problem is that most men, even the men who don't care about that anymore, are honestly, you kind of encompass it all together. Y'all don't care anymore. You know, but you don't care. And that's my problem. Most men know. Most men know and enjoy and take the value of women, and they don't care. They don't care to they don't feel as if they owe her anything. And it's just like this cycle, because women do the same to men. Though I do think that women don't understand as much. But maybe that's just me and my perspective, and like me having been dense for a while. I don't know. But I genuinely believe that most women don't understand the extent of men's feelings and what they're going through, but that's because men don't show that, right? But for women, they make it very evident how they feel. And men are very aware of how they feel in response to enjoying a woman. And the type of men that I'm talking about, it may not be y'all, I don't know. But the type of men that I'm talking about are the type of men to be like, oh my gosh, yes, girl power. Post that bikini pic, girl. Yeah, show as much skin as you like, girl. Like that's empowerment. Yes, start an OnlyFans. That's so empowering. Knowing that they're exploiting that woman in order to get her to have this false sense of empowerment so that he can benefit and every other man can benefit from enjoying the photos that she doesn't even realize have as much value as they do, and enjoying her body and saying, oh yeah, like you get to choose who you have sex with, like yeah, do that, like you can have sex on the first date, like that's empowering. Like no, it's not. And y'all know that, yet you guys will still go along with that. And most men are not like that. I will admit, most men are not like that. But most men will not intervene. They'll be a bystander. They will allow a woman to feel that way. They will allow a woman to be under the impression that she's perfectly fine living her life and she can keep doing that, and he'll have sex with her, and maybe he'll even date her and continue to have sex with her and enjoy the fact that she's exclusive to him and that he's the only one who can have sex with her, and then dump her because he never actually intended to marry her, because he knew from the jump that she was not marriage material, because she was out here doing OnlyFans and doing all of this other sexually promiscuous stuff under the assumption that it was empowering, and you never told her any different, and you just treated her how she acted, and based off of that, off of her ignorance essentially. So I don't know, it's like both genders are just fueling it within each other. But I do think that y'all are more aware and you just allow it to happen. You guys allow it to perpetrate, allow it to permeate. Men presence does a lot. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I love it when you yap. Okay, okay. I wish more women thought like this, man. Blitz, it's not that there aren't women who think like this, but most women who do think like this are not vocal about it, because that would not benefit anybody. Because what, like, you're just gonna go out and about? Like, I don't have these kinds of conversations just like walking around. Like, nobody would know this. The only reason you know this is because I have a platform for this, because God has called me to this platform in order to speak about these kinds of things. So that's literally the only reason you know. But if you were to just meet me out in the street, you might have never known. You might have never approached me. You just don't know, you know? A lot of lazy people nowadays. Hi, King. How are you? Most women have zero clue what it takes to become the guy they actually see. What do you mean, see? Plus, I'm pretty sure I could take them. If you aren't confident stepping up, take some classes. Exactly, NTF. I always love NTF's takes because he's always like spitting facts. He's always spitting bars. Like, see, this is why, like, true men of God, like men who are actively pursuing God, their minds are always right. Their minds, they always right, bro. They always right in the head. But yes, that's like pure masculinity in its form, bro. The world is crazy these days. Don't be caught slacking. Exactly. Go girl, go girl, go girl. If you openly encourage starting an OF, you gotta pick that up. Cause what we doing? Gotta pack that up. What? Oh my gosh, I almost like dropped my oh my goodness. Why did I forget my ring light? That's what it's called. Preach. Self-value versus needing others to value is a big difference. You're talking about worth, not value. Dante, everybody inherently has value. Self-worth, like how you perceive your worth, is a lot different than your value. But yes, self-worth and needing other people to validate your worth and validate your value, yes, they are very different. But it doesn't change the inherent value that you have. And you know what, Dante? I appreciate the fact that you said that, because that's something that I feel like men also do not understand. So that I will give you guys. I feel like you guys cannot conceptualize the fact that all women have the same worth. The same woman who could sleep with you on the first date, or the same woman who can start an OnlyFans, is the same type of woman who can be wife material, who can do right by you. And it's not to say that she will, because if she's on that path, she probably won't. And you're right, your judgment is right to say that. Oh, if she's doing all of this kind of stuff, she probably will not be doing that. However, she still has the capacity to be that. She's like, you know what they say? That's somebody's daughter. That's what they say. That's somebody's daughter. And this is the concept that I'm touching upon. Just because a woman has made certain decisions in her life does not mean that she's too far gone, or that you can't change her. Da 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 da. And I'm not saying that you should go out and try to change her. No, don't do that. Like, by all means. And I'm not criticizing your guys' decision making as to how to treat a woman. That's not what I'm saying. I'm literally only speaking about the conceptual aspect of assuming that a woman can only be one thing. She can only be good for sex. She can only be wife material. If she's not wife material, she's only good for sex. Like, what? Like, there are more layers to a woman than that. And obviously, I am being extreme, and I'm using only two labels for the sake of simplicity. But you understand what it is that I'm getting at. Yeah, Jesus needs to come back. It's a combination of human ego and trans that makes the world so different for this generation, and trauma. Human ego and trauma that makes... Yes, I agree, Blitz. See, as in, would actually give a chance to. The majority is invisible to most women. Soldier, that is a really personal... Like, I can tell that that's something that's really a touchy subject for you. And honestly, the only thing that I can really respond to that is the fact that even if only 1% of... What was it? Somebody told me, like, for the type of man that I want, only 3% of the population is that type of man. And you know what I said? I looked up 3%. 3% of the world is 2.1 billion people. So I feel like I'm good. I'm good. I only need one. 3.1 billion people. I only need one. No, but hey. Soldier, I also don't even see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. Honestly, also, something that I have recognized, because obviously you guys know that I actually do find it really important for men to feel emotionally supported. But I've found that the best way to encourage a man to lead the right lifestyle is to not reward them for the wrong one. And that goes for honestly everything. Like, for example, y'all will all, and this is a really, really touchy subject. So trigger warning. Okay, trigger warning if you're sensitive to these kinds of discussions, because I'm going to be talking about. But I feel like we all might know those types of people who threaten their lives constantly. They're constantly threatening their lives in order to manipulate other people and trying to control them. Sometimes it happens in relationships. Oh, if you break up with me, then I'm gonna da 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 da. Those types of people, right? If no one rewarded, and again, touchy subject, if nobody rewarded that kind of rhetoric, I don't believe that it would happen. Because the second that you've rewarded it once, that is when it keeps happening again and again and again. Okay? If it was reprimanded the first time, cut off, no, that's not how this is going to work, they would switch to a different tactic. And that is genuinely what I believe. And I believe that that is the case for everything, especially men. Okay? It's like y'all, and I don't think this is necessarily bad either. Y'all are opportunists, okay? You will always strive for more and more and more. And inherently, that is a really, really good thing. However, it's self-destructive because you will strive for things that do not necessarily benefit you. Like, for example, I always use this example because I feel like it's so easy to see, even though it gets some people mad. You go on a first date with a woman, you're like, wow, she's wife material. This went so well. I can't wait to see her again. Da 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 da. And then at the end of the day, you're like, but I would really love to get some tonight. Soundboard didn't go off. You're like, I would really love to get some tonight. So guess what? You push for that. And guess what? If you get that, all of a sudden, oh no, I must have been wrong. She's not wife material. Oh, post nut clarity. Like, I must have been bugging. Like, she's not wife material no more. Because clearly, if she was wife material, she wouldn't have done that with me. Okay, but you push for that. You push for that. Right? So, I don't know. It's just, honestly, I forgot the point of what I was talking about. But either way, yes, that does actually summarize. Because if people were to not reward bad behavior, then these things would not happen as often. Gotta be neutral and natural. No. If y'all are not rewarded for things that do not benefit the world, I guess you could say, even though that sounds like, oh my gosh, you're saving the world, which I do think that men save the world, genuinely. But I say the world to encompass like all different types of situations, then things would end up better. So going back to what Soldier said, the fact that most good women will treat men who do not meet their standards as invisible, I think that that's a very good thing. That is a very, very good thing. Because you know what? Guess what? If you want a good woman, you need to meet XYZ criteria. And if you don't want to meet that, you're going to have to settle for the slum chum. For the chum bucket. All right? If you haven't earned it, you don't deserve a woman. Exactly. So I think that if men are getting the impression that they are invisible because they're not meeting certain criteria, that is the motivation that most men need in order to succeed. I meet X criteria, exactly. And hey, if you're one of those men who are, but that's why, because men can get away with doing things because women will reward them for nothing. Women will reward their potential when potential is not real. Women reward them prematurely. I think a lot of men's brains are shrinking. What the heck? I don't think their brains are shrinking. If anything, their brains are expanding because they're recognizing that they can get away with a lot more. But the thing is, again, I think it's self-destructive because when you guys are settling for the woman that you don't actually want, but the one that you don't need to try for, you're limiting your potential as a man. And that's a concept that's been repeated in society where the man will blame the woman saying, oh, you held me back. You held me back. I don't want to be with you anymore. Even though that's the woman that he built with. It's like, I don't want to be with you anymore because you actually held me back. Like, you never pushed me to the, like, you never held any standards for me. I don't want you. Men end up wanting the woman who challenges him to be a better man. And that's the way that God designed it to be. That's the role of the woman as a helpmate. We have needs and wants, and we're to be protected, and men naturally want to do that. Men naturally want to provide. They want to protect. They want to feel like a man. And in order to feel like a man, he needs to meet certain standards, especially difficult ones, or what may be perceived to be difficult ones. Make enough money, you know? Like, oh, well, she wants this. I'm gonna give her the world. You know, that concept. Like, if she wants a Prada purse, I'm gonna save up every dime. I'm gonna get a promotion in my job. I'm gonna start my own business to make sure that she succeeds. And through doing so, he positively impacts the rest of the world with his masculinity. And she, through her femininity, positively impacted the world by motivating that out of a man. And while he's building that for her, she's also an emotional support for him. Like it just works. It works. It works. It works. That's what I'm saying. And again, in that kind of dynamic, Blitz, like going back to what you were saying about like being cheated on, which I'm so sorry if that happened to you because nobody in the world deserves that. And I can't even imagine that kind of pain. But in that kind of dynamic, there is no room for that. You know? Like there is no room for a woman who is emotionally invested in this man, emotionally invested in making sure that he succeeds, emotionally invested in being his support. For her to entertain another man. For what? For sex? That is a very thank you, Slate Wall, for the follow. That's a very masculine thing. For a woman to aspire for sex. That is just very, very masculine. So I don't know. Like if a woman cares about appearance, if a woman cares about sex, very, very, very masculine. Very masculine. Okay, I need to catch up with the chat. Hell no, I disagree. Choices in life matter. We ain't changing. Nobody in 2025. Live with your consequences. Soldier got really heated about that. Choices have consequences, but anyone can come to Christ, and the intrinsic value is still there to her point. Yes, Dante gets it. Dante gets it. How old are you? I'm 21. Some people gotta learn the hard way. Sometimes people gotta mess up and sleep around and get hurt before they desire a better life. It's true, NTF. It's true. That is very, very true, and I don't disagree with that at all. I understand that too. W math. Laugh. Yes. My little evil laugh. Hello, Night River. Welcome in. I agree. If you haven't earned it, you don't deserve it. So I know I'm gonna let you keep preaching, but real quick, your hair looks cute. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. I meet extra tier deja vu. Deja vu from what? I got awarded by a photo of nails. Ah, yes. I love to hear his word. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How do women reward those men? Women, okay, I like to sum it up like this because there's a lot of aspects, but I guess I kind of touched upon it when I was talking about like the emotional support aspect, Jones. But there's so many ways to put it. But women pour life into things. That's their role. And some women will get mad and be like, oh, well, what if I can't give birth? That means I'm not a woman. Da, 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 da. No. Women pour life in all aspects. Yes, childbirth is an aspect that a woman provides life, but women provide life in so many different ways. The ways that she speaks to a man, encourages a man, the way that she pours life into herself, like adorning herself, like women being beautiful and being something to be adorned is rejuvenating. Like being able to be in the presence of something beautiful is rejuvenating. And if you deny that, you're just lying to yourself because I feel rejuvenated looking in the mirror. Okay, it's nice, it's lovely, it chemically, it does something to you chemically to be able to observe something beautiful, and to it's also an entire experience. And again, I can only speak for very, very feminine women, but it's like in its entire experience of being with a woman who knows how to talk to you, who can speak softly, who can treat you softly, who can nurture you, who smells good, who always looks good, looks presentable. I feel like presentable may not be the right word, but it's like take some level of care of your appearance. I think that is really important, and it's something that I'm working on too. But I feel like the most feminine of women, they never look bad per se. Like they might be in their pajamas and have their hair up, but they still look presentable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you don't look like a wreck ever. Like you look higher maintenance. Like I don't know how else to say that. Hi, Herspace, welcome in. Chum bucket, I can turn. Oh yes, that also. What S'more was saying, I get rewarded by a photo of nails, right? You feel like a man when you can reap the fruits of your labor. Seeing how your woman can thrive because you're taking care of her is very rewarding to a man. And I can understand that some men do not understand this because they've never experienced it. They've never been with a woman who rewards them for taking care of them. But it's just it's a thing. It's a thing. You just have to experience it yourself. Deja vu or deja reve? What? I'm listening. I got the whole world in my hands. Nah, yeah, dudes are getting dumb and numb these days. Oh my gosh. From online adult content. That's true. Online adult content and constant cycle of freshly desire, then loneliness and shame, then depression, and it just repeats and turns back to brain soup. It's okay, yeah. 7 years wasted, and I never cheated. Honestly, you probably still grew as a person, though I guess it didn't really have much to do with the relationship, but I feel like you shouldn't see it as wasted. At least you're out of it now. Klay Thompson deserves it. He's selling my parlays. What? But asking for sex, even if you're doing everything right, makes women uncomfortable and we can't do nothing. No, Blitz. See, that's what I'm saying. Remember when I was saying that, like, true men are not true men, or true men don't really exist much? There are very few true men and true women in this world. Why in the world would I, you know what? Let me specify. When I speak about sex, or having sex or engaging in sex, at least when it comes to my personal perspective, I will always be referring to within the bounds of marriage, because that's what it was intended for. Okay? You might be doing whatever you're doing. I'm not here to judge you. Okay? That's not my job. God will do that himself. Okay? But every time that I'm referring to sex, I am always speaking about my husband. Point blank, period. But yes, why would I feel uncomfortable if my husband was asking me for sex? That's my husband. He's seen all my bits and pieces. No kappa. Like, yes, honey, yes. Bro. High quality men don't have their parlays ruined. Whoa, Melody. Just because they're a good man doesn't mean that they won't make mistakes. And that's not what being a good man is. Being a good man is not being perfect or having all of your ducks in the row. It's about your mentality and how you are constantly striving towards that. Same with your handsome man, and you know that? Wait, what? Lord, she'd be like, I want you to take it, be aggressive, and then when what are you talking about? Wait, she'd be like, I want you to take it, be aggressive, and then when you try, she don't be in the mood or make excuses. See, you're using your experience of a bad woman. I hate to say it like that because, again, like, the inherent worth is there, but it's like you're using your experience with, like, a woman who is living in her sin to explain how all women operate. Like, that doesn't work, you know? Trans man off. They make us confused whether y'all want us to be more masculine, you want us to do the things. Like I said, if you be masculine, you will attract a woman who is feminine. Your masculinity will only drive away women who are in their masculine energy. That's it. But it's up to you as a man to decide to choose to be masculine every single day. No matter what, make the choice to be masculine. Do not change another woman. Do not try to make a woman into a feminine woman. No, because a feminine woman will see your masculinity and be attracted to that. And that's literally all that it takes. Take care of yourself. That is a part of your masculinity as well. Be presentable. Like, get your money up, not your funny up. Like, be work minded. Like, have ambition. I feel like that's the better word for it. Have ambition in all aspects of your life. Ambition in making sure that you are respectable and that I feel like that's just a good way to put it in general. Respectable. Because if you're looking to constantly be more and more respectable, you're constantly looking to elevate in your work life, elevate your financial status, whether those two are one and the same. Elevate your status socially, be socially adept, I could also say, and elevate your appearance so that you seem as if you are a respectable man. And that's just it. Daisy may not be here to judge, but I'm judging the freak out of you. Whoa. But you're right. We all go through different things. I finally got to the point where listening to stuff like this makes a lot more sense and you're learning to read red flags early. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I feel like a lot of guys have issues because they don't lay out the blueprint for women. Yes, I agree, Soldier. I do think that men do have the information in order to help guide women in the right direction. However, I don't think that it's a man's responsibility to spell it out for them. And honestly, I apologize if I gave that impression because I probably did. But me bringing up the fact that men know and they don't say anything about it is not to criticize them for not saying anything about it, but it's more of a criticism to the fact that they exploit that and they use that to their advantage. Like I said, with the OnlyFans, right? You'll have sex with her, you'll date her, but you'll know deep down inside you would never marry her. And you guys are having these intimate relations, but you're not agreeing on the same like relationship. Like you're not on the same page and you're aware and you know that, but you're still allowing that. I think that's really the problem of like speaking up at that point. But I don't think that it's a man's responsibility to be like, oh no, this is how you should be a feminine woman. Even though I actually do think it is possible for a man, I won't say that it's within his right, but it's possible for a man to guide a woman in the right direction because I exist and a lot of men being honest with me helped shape me into the woman that I am today. So I would never discredit the power of a man's perspective and his input and his opinion, really, because you guys see the world differently and that is respectable in its own right. And it does have a place. Your guys' opinions do have a place. But I wouldn't put that burden on you, essentially. Like, I appreciate it and I'm receptive to it, but not every woman is going to be receptive to it as well. So that's just like, yeah. Low-key, you got to lay out exactly what you want. And if she isn't with the program, move on. I don't know. I feel like both men and women should not say what they want in a weird way. Like, yeah. Like, you can vaguely outline, but I don't think that you should spell out exactly who it is that you want. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be that broken person who will masquerade as the type of woman that you want. And you never want to be caught in a situation where somebody is playing pretend and then you are in a relationship with them for long enough and their act drops. So that's why I don't think that anybody should say what they want. Because it can just it's unnecessary and it can be exploited. And also you sometimes you find out what you truly want along the way. So sometimes you get to know them better and you realize like, wow, this aligns a lot more with my morals than I initially thought that it would. It's more important to know what you don't want in a weird way. But it's not you should know what you don't want, but you shouldn't look for what you don't want. You should know it's basically knowing your deal breakers. Like knowing like, oh, if she's having sex out of marriage, that's it. But even then, I don't think that's a good deal breaker, but that's my opinion. That is my opinion. Yo, my thing keeps messing up. Okay. Right, right. No, I'm listening. She was about a woman, just an example. And I know not all women are like that. Okay. Sometimes women want that at that point, not every day. It's true. Yeah, that's true too, S'more. That's a really good point. Because at the end of the day, like, your sexual urges, like, ebb and flow. I don't think it's that serious. Like, it doesn't need, yeah, it just doesn't need to be the same every single time. Oh, is Frick too far? Wait, did it get censored? I don't know. Life is I didn't make frick a bad word or a banned word. Life is a forge and wisdom of the Hanner, learning to forge oneself through quenches and tests left by God. All right, because I exist. What? Wait, what are you responding to there? I don't know. To me, it seems like a lot of gals want a man who is improving himself daily, and guys will see that as a burden. But once you realize life is better and more enjoyable when you work on yourself daily, anyways, it doesn't burden me. I work on me anyway, so if a gal wants it, I'm cool. That's cool. I'm already doing that because it makes me happier. Exactly. Literally. Like, it benefits everybody. Being pushed to become the best version of yourself. I want my girlfriend, that's all. I mean, oh, this is not your first relationship, but you're still young, so I don't see an inherent problem in that for sure. Or at least not yet. No, but I don't see an inherent problem with that. I think it's important for kids to get into relationships young. I can't lie. Because I got into relationships young, and I think that helped because I got all the heebie jeebies out early. I made all the mistakes so young that they don't haunt me forever. Like, it was so young that literally nobody's gonna bring it back up. Like, if I did that in high school, I would not have been able to live with myself. I'm being over dramatic. A partner to build and grow with. Discovering her identity is part of the fun. Some are scary, some are interesting, some are loving and wholesome. Now, it was a comment I said a bit ago. Don't worry. Oh, I laughed because the energy fits the subject. Perfect. You're right. I'm older then I'll be 28 next year. It's nice to hear somebody speaking the truth for once. Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. And honestly, I get along with a lot of people who are just older than me. Tab, thank you, Noonie. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Zeno. How are you? Especially after spending so much time dealing with the trials and tribulations that the Lord puts us through, there's so much life to live and to enjoy. I'm watching fights and football, though. Real manly, masculine stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway. Whew, that was a good conversation, guys. W chat. For real though, learning hard lessons early is a clutch. No, literally. Literally. I mean, we were both young and we were both dumb, so it's okay. It's nice though. It's nice knowing that I can it's nice knowing that I can what's it called? Be friendly with everyone. Everyone who's like truly gotten to know me, like nobody's hated who I am. I feel like that's really comforting, I think. Because at the end of the day, everyone who's disliked me don't know me well enough. So, it's nice to know. It's nice to know. Though at the end of the day, I still will know who I am, but it's still nice to know. W stream, thank you, Jones, and I'm happy you're able to join us. I really am. It's nice to have a good example in here for once. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting distracted. How's your Christmas season going? Oh my gosh! I keep going back and forth if I should go to my family for Christmas. Do you guys think I should? Should I book a flight? The thing is, like, my mom never hosts anything herself. So I'd literally be booking a flight not to go home, but to go somewhere else. So I don't know. But I love Christmas. I love Jesus' birthday. I don't know. That's just how I see it as, honestly. It's family. Go see your fam. See, that's what they all said. Time with the family can be nice. Oh my goodness. I will just never be on board with that. Never. Like, yes, I do love my mom. I do. I love my brother. But I just will never see family in that way. I think that's I mean, I respect people who do see it that way, but I just never do. Like, I don't blood is thicker than water. Family above all else. Depends on your relationship with them. I think that's the thing. Like it's never been like family. It's been connection, I guess. That's weird, I guess. I don't think that encompasses it very well. How about this? My mom was more of a friend than a mother. That sounded really aggressive and mean, but it's true. It's true. My mom was more of a friend than a mother. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that I think she had a rough childhood. So I don't think that she agrees with the family rhetoric either. So I probably got it from her. Um, but yeah. Yeah, sounded really mean. Oh my goodness. That's something I had to work on. Because people would tell me like the way that I say things, it sounds worse than I mean it. Like I would say the right words, but the tone of my voice sounded so terrible that they would get upset over the things I was saying. And I had not known until somebody finally told me. I never knew for so long. I just realized my necklace has been under here this whole time. But I never knew. And now all this time, I'm recognizing. I feel like I don't like the necklace being there. Let's hide that back up. And this necklace is from my mom. It's real gold and it has a diamond on it. I wear it every day. A good laugh or an evil, suspicious laugh? I'm not gonna see my family this Christmas, but I'm looking for a break from family this season, so I don't know if that counts. I feel like that's valid. I'm not crazy about most of my family. It's just man, not good or bad, just neutral. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've just always felt that way. Like my mom, yeah, she's my mom, but that's just it. Like there's no like, oh, she's my mom. That must mean that this, that, and I'm gonna assume all these things about your dynamic in your relationship, and you guys must be the closest ever, and da da da. Like, okay, I don't know. Get a lot of cousins or anything? I have one cousin, and I consider her my sister. Technically, I have more cousins, but I don't know them. I got so many cousins that I don't know my mom's side of the family. I don't know my dad's side of the family. Not gonna lie, I was wondering where it was at. Love seeing my cousins during Christmas. A good laugh. I don't even think my cousin's gonna be. Yeah, see, that's the thing. My mom, we don't have like a family Christmas. Like my mom will literally just go to one of her friends' houses. That's it. And it's a random friend every time. So I'd be going there to just go to some random person's house. uh, one cousin, not bad. Well, one cousin that I know. Thank you for the hydrate. I have just enough of my elixir. My mom, twin's brother, got 8 kids. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's only one of her siblings. Jeez. Wagwan. I love my family, but I just finished the moving process. I'm trying to chill this Christmas. Where did you move, NTF? Did you move out? Or did you move to like a new country? Country? Right. I meant state. What's your sign? Child of God. That's my sign. I don't do all that stuff. I used to though. When I was a little squeaker, I would do the whole astrology sign, moon sign, rising sign, look at the charts, read the charts, find out the exact situation, read those, get those little tarot card reading videos. Ooh, turns out he has a crush on you all along. I would do all that. Not anymore. Not anymore. Moon. Yes, there's a normal sign, or what is it? Sun sign? I think it's sun. I think it's sun, moon, and rising. It doesn't mean that much. I'm just curious. Well, I don't abide by them at all. So I'm none. I'm none of them. That's my sign too. Hi, Pearly. Pearly, I didn't know you were a child of God. Since when? Since when were you a child of God? Let me stop. All children of God are welcome. I should not intimidate the children of God. Don't come close. My sign's the stop sign. I should start saying that. My sign is a stop sign. I moved a few cities over. Bought my first house. Yay! Just far enough from everyone to get some peace and quiet and adopt a family drama. Honestly, T. Did you just laugh? I was cleaning up. What do you mean? Did anybody hear a laugh? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, maybe when I, like, backed up, the chair, like, squeaked a little, but that wasn't my laugh. Like, what are you trying to say? Okay, what's your birthday? The little whisper of God told me to ask that first. I hate to break it to you, but that's not God whispering in your ear. That ain't God. God's not whispering for you to try to figure out what my astrology sign is. Like, God would never. I don't know who's talking to you, but it ain't God. It ain't Jehovah. Ain't no way. I guess you'll never know. Now he asking Bliss to ask because he needs to know. Wait a minute, wait a minute. My God? You talking about the God that spoils me every day? The God that spoiled Jehovah? The King of Kings, who makes sure that I'm taken care of and I smell good, even to this hour. It's been hours and I still smell good. Yeah. Guess why? This man right here on my little sign, the man that blessed me with all this, everywhere I look, there he at. That one? Nah, he know. He know. And he's planning something big, I promise you. When March rolls around, you already know. My father, he's gonna pull through. Skirt, skirt. Okay? Yes, the all-knowing. Don't worry. I just checked the VOD. Okay. Yes, it was my giggle. Fine. Fine, sir. Yes. I did giggle a little bit. Is that the answer that you wanted from me, sir? Yes. I do a little bit of giggling. Alright? That was my laugh. What are you wearing to smell so good? A woman never reveals her secrets. That's part of the mystery. That's part of the allure. Maybe it just naturally eludes from me. Anyway. You guys could just like tell that I'm just constantly changing tabs because of the color. The color of the screen just like on my face. A little bit of giggling. Women get to have all the fun. And we be making it fun for the men. Trust me that. My man's gonna have a lot of fun. My man. WJJ, come on. I guess you'll never know. In y'all's head, GG's. Guys, it's stuck in my head. Can you tell? Someone grab the water of calm down, make it ice cold. I can never. Aw, guys, don't you just love being alive? Like, what a time to be alive, guys. The big 2025, guys. You already know the vibes, guys. Cause it ain't never gonna go dry, guys. Cause this conversation popping. You already know nothing's stopping. The moves that God be dropping like bars. Cause he be hopping like a rabbit and a bunny. This ain't even funny. You already know, honey. That is on the money. You guys saying guys too much? I'm scared. Might as well play the whole song. I was a rapper in my other life. You tried it and I succeeded. Okay, let me stop. Anyways, guys, I went live for 2.5 hours, okay? That's like an entire hour longer than last stream! Yay! So. Oh my gosh, somebody asked me recently, And they asked me, like, oh, do I do like go to any like streamer events? And I was like, oh, you know, yeah, I don't really be getting invited like to any streamer events. Like, yeah, like people like know who I am, but like, yeah, nobody really just show up. Now, who the heck do you think I am to just show up where I'm not invited? Bro, no. I have trauma. I have trauma. Host your own streamer event. Why would I want to do that? Okay, here's my problem, bro. Like, there are just some people that I know don't like me. I know don't like me, or I know probably won't like me, or won't get along with me. So it just makes it really awkward because they try to do what I won't do, which is like insert themselves, invite themselves, make themselves just make drama. I like your hair. What's your name? I don't sound like that, Laza. Ugh, gosh. Last stream was an hour, and I sadly was asleep. Yes. At least I can watch the VODs. True, you got that subby. Got that subby to you. Chat, there's so many people alive and I can't alive? There are so many people live and I can't make a decision. Ow, my ears. I want to raid somebody new. I want to raid somebody new that y'all know. Is that okay with y'all? I feel like I've never raided this person. I don't think that I have. No, I definitely have not. I think y'all will like this stream, okay? So stick around and find out. I'm sure you can find a crew to hang out with at a streamer event. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to pay to go somewhere. That's my thing. I don't like paying to go places. You know her? Yes, I do. Yes, we're gonna raid her. Everybody, oh, we gotta make a raid message quick. Let's see. Everybody think. Put your little heads together. Okay, I got it. Wait, this is so cute. Yay! And everybody could use it because it has the emojis. Look, WStream, thank you. Okay, copy that message. Send it. Love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. See you guys in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.